We all want to make an impact in our community, but speaking from experience, we get stuck in the process. And the main reason to that is we fail to set realistic goals and we don't tackle pressing issues that the community is facing. In this episode, Marley will share with us her journey into how she made an impact in the clothing industry through utilizing her passion for business and utilizing the resources that the technological revolution has provided us with. Marley, the floor is all yours. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to talk to you today. I'm Marley. I'm the founder of Racks, which is Canada's peer-to-peer wardrobe rental app where you can borrow and lend out your clothes. So on the lender's end, you can lend out the items in your closet. And then on the flip side, people can borrow it from you.
Awesome. So let's start from the very beginning. What influenced your passion in business, and how did you know that business was the route you wanted to go through?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I feel like from a young age, I kind of always knew that I wanted to go into business. Both my parents are in the business industry, so I feel like I just kind of like grew up with it. I was always that kid like doing lemonade stands, like collecting cans in the neighborhood to get money for it and like donate it to charities and stuff. So always kind of had that business and impact. And then that led me going to business school at Queen's University, and then later pursuing my MBA as well. So yeah, traditional path where I kind of always knew that I wanted to go into business.
Oh, awesome. So, how was your first year at the university in your undergraduate degree?
Oh my gosh, it feels so long ago now. It was good. Yeah, I mean, obviously totally different from high school, and we didn't have any choice in the courses that we took at Queen's, so it was all like accounting, finance, stuff like that. Things that I weren't necessarily so interested in. But definitely good to do kind of those mandatory courses and just learn a little bit of everything in all areas of the business.
Interesting. And what experiences did you have in your undergraduate degree? Like I would say hands-on experiences, which kind of helped you work to develop your skills further and make an impact in the community and actually led to the idea of founding your own business.
Yeah, one of my favorite, I guess, university experiences, I was a teaching assistant for a digital marketing course, and students in the class actually had to create their own Shopify business. I think the professor gave each student like a couple $100 to actually like launch their business, do some paid marketing. So it was like the true digital marketing experience where everyone in the class founded their own companies. And I got to kind of be the teaching assistant for that and like help guide students on that. So that was kind of my first taste of entrepreneurship at a young age and kind of mentoring on that. And then that led the professor to recommending me to consult for some of the businesses in the Kingston area. And yeah, so that kind of was my first dive into entrepreneurship at university.
Amazing. And what influenced your choice to pursue a Master's of Business Administration?
Yeah, so I was working at Ernst& Young at the time, and they actually have an amazing program where they offer all of their employees a free MBA. So I was like, why wouldn't I do this? And it was actually an MBA in technology, which was super cool. So we got to learn all areas of like business and technology. And then that later led to me founding Racks, which is a tech platform.
Amazing. So what was the main idea behind your business which you founded?
Yeah, I remember I was going to a wedding and I'm kind of in this stage of life where all my friends are starting to get married. And I was just buying dresses, wearing them once, these like formal dresses that were hundreds of dollars. And then they would just sit in my closet. So I was borrowing dresses from friends, like, we've done from a young age. And then I thought there must be some sort of platform where people can list their wardrobe, like the dresses that they bought once and never wore it again. Um, and to my surprise, this was like 2 years ago, and I couldn't find anything like that that existed in Canada. There was peer-to-peer resale apps, so like Poshmark and Depop, if you're familiar with those. But there was nothing sort of for like renting out your own clothes that I found at the time. So it really came out of just a necessity and a need that I saw was unsolved in the market.
Amazing. Actually, one issue which we tend to face when like finding a business is
Yeah.
actually finding like-minded individuals who share the same passion as us to help us find a business. So what's your story with that?
I remember when I first started, so my background's in marketing and sales. So creating a tech product, I kind of knew that I needed a tech lead to do that. So I met with, oh my gosh, probably like tons and tons of people, like couldn't find anyone that I aligned with, like you mentioned, kind of a like-minded person to like start the company with. Interviewed so many people, wanted someone that was passionate about sustainability, fashion, the environment, and really passionate about the idea as well, and really couldn't find anyone. So I decided to bootstrap the business and kind of hire out the tech side of things, and was a solo founder. I've now since brought on someone who's kind of working on the app and kind of joining us like a CTO role. So I kind of do have that tech side filled now, which is amazing. Because being a sole founder when you don't have expertise in tech on a tech company is definitely, I wouldn't recommend that. It's definitely hard.
Awesome. So what are some stages in actually building a business aside from actually finding a tech person and aside from the idea itself? Like what are some steps in marketing, creating ads online, and spreading the word about your business?
Yeah, I think it's different for everyone. For me, I took a very like cautious approach. When I first had the idea, I kind of developed like a business plan and researched everything from like the market, the future consumer, competitors, really everything to see if there was an opportunity and a gap in the market. Once I had that, then the next stage was just kind of to find someone to help me build it. So we did the interviews, ended up hiring. And then as the app was being built, I kind of spent the next few months really building like my go-to-market plan, which is what my background's in. So that was the most fun for me. So really like building out the website to have a landing page for the app, and then just building out my marketing strategy for the business.
Amazing. And how was it like getting your first customer or your first subscriber?
Yeah, I had a launch party, so it was kind of like all my friends at first. And I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, if I could just have like 50 people on the app, like that would be crazy. Like I really, yeah, I didn't expect it. I mean, in the first like 24 hours, I had like hundreds of users already, which was kind of shocking. So tried to make like that splash with a launch party, and then also was marketing for like up to 4 months before the app was even live, just to get that wait list going and to kind of generate some early traffic. So by the time I launched, people already knew like what Rax was and was kind of awaiting the launch. So that was also a really good strategy to kind of build interest even before you're launched.
Awesome. And speaking from experience, like I primarily use LinkedIn to actually find my guest speakers for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So how do you actually utilize social media platforms, especially platforms like LinkedIn?
Yeah, for LinkedIn, I've been trying to get better at it, kind of posting my journey of building the company and kind of building in public, because I think there's a lot of good nuggets people can take away just from like the failures of everyday business or like how to even start. So I've kind of been trying to be better at kind of posting my journey and any updates. And then on the business side, like posting actually for Max, I tend to post a lot of like sustainability articles, fashion articles, and kind of more of like those businessy updates. And then of course, since my audience is a bit younger, like the users of Rax, a bit younger, I use like Instagram and TikTok a lot just to kind of generate awareness of actual users of Rax.
Amazing. And where are you currently like in the process of building your business? Like where do you want to take it to? How do you want to scale it? And what are some future goals?
Yeah, I launched a very lean MVP. So Rax was built on a no-code platform. So it's definitely kind of slow, a bit laggy, not the best customer experience. I mean, it's okay for an MVP to kind of generate that awareness and kind of prove out that product market fit. But now that I've kind of done that, like I mentioned, the CTO kind of came on board and is now working on building out a fully coded app. So I'll be relaunching Rax hopefully in the next few months, of a better app, quicker, more features. So yeah, the next stage is to really launch out a better app.
Amazing. And what are some advices you would like to give to like people in high school, people in university who are still figuring out like what major to pursue and want to make actually an impact in the community? They want to become an entrepreneur and start working on some projects to spark their enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, high school and university, you're still so young, you have so much to do. I think don't be too stressed yet. Like if you don't know what you want to do, maybe the career you even want or the industry you want hasn't even been invented yet, right? Like things are changing so quickly. So definitely just find out what you like doing and go from there. Because if you actually find something you enjoy, that's where the ideas will come and you'll be really passionate about what you're doing. And yeah, that would be my main advice.
Amazing. And so aside from business, what are some future goals you have for yourself?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Good question. Um, Besides some business, some future goals that I have for myself, would really want to, well, this is the big goal, buy a condo in Toronto, but we know that prices in Toronto are crazy right now. So I will dream big on that one. And then I'd love to work remote from a fun destination. So last year I spent a couple months in the Dominican, and I'd love to kind of keep that up every year. My job's completely remote, so definitely trying to take advantage of that and work abroad and just kind of enjoy life more, because I work full time as well as a strategist right now. So I help other companies and other startups grow their business, and then kind of am doing racks on the side. So definitely have just for the past couple of years been working like all day, all night. So I think another personal goal in business is to focus more on my personal life and have free up some of my time, especially in the summer.
Fantastic. Yeah, those are really some important goals.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, and thank you for being a guest speaker on my channel.
Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.